Guys, welcome back to my channel. This is day 9 and I don't know if you can tell, but I feel way more energized today than I did yesterday. If you watch my videos and you see very low energy, that's how I really feel in that moment. And honestly guys, I've been working a lot, super exhausted and a bit drained. I'm trying to create balance, but I'm not really in a space right now where balance is possible. Extremely balanced. I try to balance as much as I can. And so I'm recording my videos at the end of my work day when some days I don't have anything to give, but I said to myself, I'm doing 119 days and today is day 9, which means we still have 110 days left. And I am showing up regardless of how I feel because I really believe I have to train that muscle of my consistency. So if I really do a little bit feel, you seem a little bit drag energy, I hope you still get that. I just saw something over there that I was looking for. Isn't it so funny how we find things when we're not looking for them? Anyways, let me not get too carried away. But I hope you still find the message helpful. I hope you really, take what's for you and leave what's not. I hope the energy is not distracting, but I still try to put out something even if I feel low. But today, since I feel great, let's get on with the show. All right. So what was I going to say? I record my videos at the end of my evenings, and in the mornings maybe it would be better, but not really because I still feel tired in the mornings and not really up for talking. So we're just gonna have to work with what's working. All right, let's get on with it. So I saw a post by Glow Aton Mo. Glow Aton Mo. If I'm mispronouncing your name, Glow, please pardon me. But I love her content. She's very authentic. She just seems so grounded and down to earth, and she is really the inspiration behind my daily videos because she's done it. She's on day 200 and something, or even way more than that, to be honest, but very long. She's way ahead. And I just really love what she talks about, things that are really relatable and pressing, especially in this current climate. One of the pillars that she talks about, one of the topics is about living and moving out of America and creating options for yourself, right? Black women finding different places that are safe and how to sustain yourself while you're there and how she does it. So she shares her journey, her traveling journey, and all of it. You should check her page out if you want to, learn different perspective. And like Glow, who talks about creating options for yourself, I also talk about creating options for yourself. Mine is just a different version because I am not an American, I'm a Jamaican. So I talk about it in the context where if you're in America or any foreign country, create options for yourself, right? So she made this post where she's talking about somebody said to her, stop rooting against America. And she said she's not rooting against America, she's rooting for the people. I too relate with that statement, right? I am not rooting against America when I say to Jamaicans to create options for themselves. I am not telling anybody not to come to America or any foreign country. I'm not telling anybody to not take opportunities that are presented in front of you, because who am I to dictate your life? I don't know you, you don't know me. You're going to make your choice anyway. Do you, right? What I am saying is create options for yourself regardless of where you are. I'm saying don't get too comfortable with this idea that this is your safety net, that you don't create options for yourselves. If Americans who are born in this country and native citizens of many foreign lands are planning ways for them to create options for themselves outside of the countries that they are born, what makes you think you should not create an option for yourself? What makes you think you're the exception in this case? That's what I'm talking about. Optionality. It's not about coming to the foreign country and just becoming so comfortable that you're creating a lifestyle for yourself that you cannot sustain anywhere else, and frankly not even interested to sustain it anywhere else. Obviously we know that everywhere in the world has problems. Everywhere in the world has their challenges. Everywhere in the world has their things. Facts. Some of the main reasons why people decide to leave Jamaica is limited jobs, opportunities, and a lot of gatekeeping on the available opportunities, right? there's also the safety concern, because a lot of neighborhoods are not that safe, and that's a fact, right? We have to make the main thing, right? It's also that when you convert the currency, if you're trying to send money back, it's more here, right? All of those things are facts. Not gonna deny them. There's no point in me denying them. But it's also the opposite is also true. It's if you're not gonna take a low wage job in America, you're probably still gonna not be making a lot of money. Facts. You're probably gonna have to be working many jobs unless you have a living caregiver role or something like that. You're gonna have to be working many jobs, especially if you have a family to support. Facts. It's also not the safest place in the world. Facts. So when you look at it, there are facts along every different side. So I am not on here preaching to people, don't come to America, stay in Jamaica, don't better yourself. My channel's brand is invest in you. If that means coming to America, if that means staying in Jamaica, the location doesn't matter for me. I am talking about creating options for yourself. Even if you've never stepped a foot a day in your life on American soil, or if you've never left Jamaica, it's still creating options for yourself. Options to not have to work a job you don't like. That's an option. Option to not have to work until you're 80 years old because you waste all of your money in your youth, or because you don't decide that you want to work because you just choose to sit down and take handouts instead. Options are what helps you to feel free and to feel wealthy and to feel like you are in your element, because you can start living your life by choice and not by default. You don't have to take everything that's given to you. That's also something that I learned. It's also like I always thought that if something is offered to you, that means you take it. No. You only take what's offered to you when you don't have options for yourself. Because even if something is offered, you still can choose what you want for yourself. So I talk about the top industries that are blooming in Jamaica, and I talk about how to look for gaps within these industries and how to differentiate yourself and to create that element of uniqueness to something that already exists, right? I talk about the fact that even if you live there, and even if you live in a foreign country, you still train yourself to look for things here that you can invest back, so that when you want to go, you can go and be okay. I want to come on here and be the breaker of bad news to tell you that, listen, when you are in a foreign country for a very long time and you decide to go back to Jamaica and you want to go rock on your family members, they're not going to be sorry for you, and they're also not entitled to be sorry for you. Just like when you're here, you are not entitled to support them 100% financially, right? They are not responsible for you. So when they're gonna be the first to judge you, to say, oh, you've been in America for a long time and you don't have anything, and all of those things. Then you're gonna feel resentful. Oh, my family neglected me. It's the same story on both sides. It's the same story on both sides. Like, life is hard wherever you are. I don't know why people are getting this misconstrued conception that once you leave Jamaica, your life is just gonna become easier. It does not exist. Like, people, stop it. To each his own, think whatever you want. That's not on me, but I'm just saying, like, it's more beneficial to really let the facts be the facts. Let the main thing be the main thing. It's not gonna be easier. Life is hard everywhere. However, your main focus should be on to giving your heart a purpose, to give your heart meaning, to let your heart mean something to you by creating options for yourself. When I talked about the 6 things that you should do to focus on improve on your wealth journey that will help you to get along, and I talked about budgeting and saving and living below your means. It's not because you're not supposed to enjoy your fruits of your labor. It's not because you're not supposed to have fun and go on trips with everybody else. It's because you want your latter to be better than your former. Would you rather be able to do everything that you want? You're going on all the vacations, all of that, but then you have to work until you're 80 years old because you literally have nothing left in your savings. You have no money put down. You literally have to be working so hard along with those people who did not want to make the hard choices. No. I said everything is hard, which means you either choose your hard today or you choose it 10 years in the future, 20 years. Your choice. It's not going to get easier just because time is passing by if you don't take the necessary steps. to get things done. You have to get used to delayed gratification. Like, that should be the first thing that I said when I talk about the 6 churches. Like, you literally have to train yourself to just delay wanting things right now. Of course, you're not going to neglect yourself. You're not going to neglect your needs. You're not going to neglect your health and those essential things. But the things that are wants, you have to be very clear. What are your needs and what are your wants? You have to be very clear on the things that you really need to function and things that are just nice to have. This is something that I have to differentiate for myself. I mentioned this so many times. I'm not coming here to talk at y'all because I'm also in my process. Especially in the season of my life where I'm really very intentional about delayed gratification. There are even things that I want right now as I'm making this video. Like right now, things that I really, really want. And I have to really think about it. Like, do I really, 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 really need this? Like, do I really, really? And what are substitutes that I can use instead of this? What's something else that I can use instead of? And like, honestly, guys, it's gotten so bad for me where I'm just like, I'm so tired of not having options. I'm so tired of being controlled by things that I don't want to be controlled by, whether it be debt or just unfair work environments and things like that, where I don't have any desire to spend money that I don't need to spend. Like, I have zero desire to spend money that I don't need to be spending. And I have to create balance. I'm not at that balance stage yet because that's just not the stage that I'm at. I'm at the stage where I have to be laser focused and I have to be very clear on what are needs and what are wants. And it's something that I'm actively working through as I'm encouraging you guys to do the same. Like, you have to let the main thing be the main thing. You have to be clear on the needs and the wants, and you have to be focused. Like, nobody is really coming to... I had to pause the video because I got interrupted, but I was saying nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming. I know that's cliche, but nobody's coming to tell you, like, do you remember when you was a kid and your parents would be like, go brush your teeth? Nobody's coming to brush your teeth or tell you to do it. You're either gonna do it or you're gonna start wearing dentures early. No shade to dentures, because honestly, guys, I've seen some people who have dentures and I couldn't even tell that it's dentures. So I'm not shading dentures. I'm just saying you either do what needs to be done or you're gonna have to just face the consequences. Take the vacations now, go on all the vacations now, and never live the life that you want. I honestly want my life to not be something that I have to escape from. And that's really what vacations are. They're just interim periods of escape. They're interim periods of escape that many people, frankly, cannot even afford because they're just credit carding their way through it and not being able to pay back the bill. There's one thing if you're using your card and you have the money, but there's another thing where you don't. And the next month after you come back, you're literally struggling to pay your bills and to survive. Right? So it's like, I want to do all of those things too. I have probably like 100 and something countries that I want to visit. And I will visit them. Like, I'm putting that out there. I'm declaring I will. No, it's just not the time. And understanding the season that you're in and understanding the life that you want to create is very important, because I used to feel bad. One time when I went back to Jamaica and I wasn't able to go out with my friends as they were going out every single weekend, dressing up nice, having all of the money to spend, like really going through money so hard on a weekend. And I wasn't able to do that because I wasn't working and I had my debt to pay. And when I got my job, my debt was literally more than half of my pay. So I really still wasn't able to do a lot, even though I was in a better spot. But I felt so small and I felt so ashamed because I wasn't able to live up to their expectations and to just be around them, and to just, I felt like I was losing all of my friends because everybody was just living their life and just doing things that I wasn't able to do. And that's a part of the sacrifice that you just have to be comfortable making. Now, fast forward 2 years later, I don't care. Go wherever you want, because I can promise you that I will be able to go places when I set myself up the way that I want, that many of those people probably won't be able to go at the frequency that I would be able to do it. And it's not because they won't have money. I mean, they may still have money, but we are developing different habits, we're developing different lifestyles. And the way that I see myself is just that I don't want to live a life where I have to constantly feel like I have to escape from it. I don't want that. Yes, you have fun. Yes, you go on your vacations. But when I come back, I still want things to baseline. I still want things to be like, oh, I'm good. I didn't spend too much. I didn't overspend. I'm not coming to barely pay my bills. I'm not coming back to depression. I'm not coming back to sadness. I'm coming back to a life that I still enjoy. So I'm enjoying my vacation and I'm enjoying my life. Both things can be true at once, and I want those both things to be true for me. So that's why I'm on my journey to give myself options. And that's why I come on here and I talk to people about creating options for themselves. It's not about rooting against or for any country. I'm for the people. I'm for you, realizing that even if you get this opportunity to set yourself up, let it be that. Let it be to set yourself up. Let it be the thing that you're focusing on, not just on impressing people, not just on trying to fit in, not just on trying to create a facade that you're really doing better than you are. Because it's not going to serve anybody, and it's definitely not going to serve you. And there is really no point. And this is something that I wish somebody had told me when I was younger. Like, there is really no point of just trying to create a life that looks pleasing to everybody, but you're not happy in it. There is absolutely no point. When I was younger, I just wanted to fit in so bad into every clique, in every space, within my friend groups and everybody. And none of my friends were requiring that from me. I put the pressure on myself because I just felt different from them. I just felt like I looked different. I just felt like I didn't have what they had. And it was just this constant comparison and feeling less than. And now I'm just like, if you want to go this way, I'm comfortable going that way if this way is not suiting for me. I don't feel the desire to want to fit into something that does not serve me at all. But I didn't just get here. I've had to go through a lot of different transitions to even have this mindset. And so things take time, and we have to be patient with ourselves. We have to be committed to our process and to our journey and to our growth, and allow the work to take its toll. But you deserve options. You deserve to not be controlled by anything. You deserve to have that life that you don't have to escape from. You deserve to have stability for yourself, in and for yourself. Not controlled by anybody or dictated by anybody but you. And of course, God, because He controls all things. Right? So when I saw that message, I was like, this is exactly what I've been trying to say. I may not have been articulating it in the best way possible. I may have sounded like I'm siding with one, or I'm telling people don't come here or don't go there. Like, go wherever you want to go. The mindset is what I want y'all to take with you. The mindset is what I'm preaching. The mindset is what I want to create that foundation. Right? I hope something in this video, it a spark plug for you. I hope it really did it a spark plug for you, because I just know that I don't know what my life would have been differently if it didn't go the way that it went. So I'm not going to say things probably would have been different. And yes, there's some things that I probably wished were different, but I don't regret anything, and I'm not going to dwell on the past, right? For me, moving forward is way more important. But if I really had somebody who would sit me down and tell me some of the things that I know now, I would have just felt less painful, less empty, less out of place growing up, because I would have just been more grounded. But I hope I'm serving as that advice and support for you guys, because that's truly what I want when I come on and make my videos. Even when I feel drained and tired, I hope I'm giving that support that probably nobody else is giving you. All right, but I'm not gonna drag this on. Like, I hope that was helpful. If it was, please share it with somebody who could benefit from this content, and give yourself options. Let your hard work, let your heart be purposeful and meaningful to you. All right, and go out of your way to make sure that you're good, because you deserve it. If you haven't met before, I'm Khrista-Lee and I talk all things investing in you. I post daily videos I'm posting daily videos for the next 119 days, or we'll see until when, but that's the timeline for now. And I just hope you find something that you can help to pour back into yourself and to become the type of version of the person that you want to be. If you've liked this video, you can go back and check out some of my other videos. If you like those too, please consider subscribing. Comment below what stood out to you the most from this video and give it a thumbs up. All right, so that other people can get inspired, because the video is going to be shared all over YouTube. All right, but that's all I have today. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Oh, before I go, I started a Facebook private group community for all these ambitious women who want to be around women who are supportive and kind and on their world journey, just need, support from people who are like-minded and are focused. If that's you, the link will be in the description below. Please consider joining my community. And I have a few screening questions just to ensure that the right quality people are in there. And I say women because that's really what I'm talking to. But if you're a guy and you really don't know exactly how to really create that space for yourself, you to set yourself up for options as well, you're also welcome to join. Don't be, just because I say ladies means you aren't. But ladies, let's join the community. Let's support each other. Let's build each other up as we climb, and let's get some bread. All right, because that's what's going to really create that options for us. So yes, as I was saying, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video tomorrow. Let's go make some mistakes. Bye.